Details on why we need personal protective gears within the workplace and going over necessities you need to bring within a workplace when you're getting started on a job, going to different job sites and all of the above. You will always need a protective shoes. This is needed and it's a part of the rules to always have a protective gear which has metals at the front. So no nails or anything dangerous can be inserted in there, like anything sharp. It's not gonna be dented or impaled or anything that could cause harm to your feet. It has to have a green tag, I'm 100% sure, that is marked off that it can be used, a protective tag. Here it is. I wonder if you can see it. That's the green tag right there. It's hard to see it right now, but you need that to really get it. If they don't see that on the shoes, you're not allowed on the work site, basically. So it's a no-no if you don't have the tag on. I recommend it getting it at Canadian Tires, not really Home Depot, anywhere that sells like protective wear. You can look it up on Walmart as well. They'll give you some there as well. Safety hats. You're gonna need safety hats on a general workplace, and it really depends on the workplace you're going to, because most sorry about that, most workplace don't use safety hats. Like, I'm being so serious, because sometimes you're mostly doing jobs on the floor without going high up, without needed protective gears around you, like scissoring, what's it called, scissors lift, or anything that you have to have a, I'm forgetting the name. You have to have shoot. It's just needed for when you're doing stuff on high buildings, high terrain. That's when you put on a safety hat to ensure your safety if anything falls down on you. But if you're doing regular electrical jobs, like let's say you pick a job from just running receptacles through, wiring up specific receptacles in a house, you don't really need a safety hat. You're always going to need safety gloves to me, because it really prevents you from getting harmed from sharp objects, because you're going to always have cuts and bruises on your hand when doing electrical work. I learned this in my electrical class last semester. I got in a lot of cuts and bruises. My hand bled a lot within those classes. You're going to need safety gloves. It's highly recommended. You'll get sweaty within the gloves, but you can always wear one or instead of two, because you get sweaty. Especially if you're prone to sweating easily, you get sweaty a lot when wearing these. You're going to always need safety goggles. Protects your eyes, common basis. It might get blurry at times, but you have to set it a certain way. It protects your eyes. Make sure dust doesn't fall in there, any sharp stuff or anything. It's a good protection to wear. You're gonna need a tool bag. You have to, if you don't have this from like any college that's giving it to you, or any courses you haven't taken this semester, I recommend you buying it online, because you're gonna need a tool bag for every work site. It allows you to put your tools in. Everything that you need is in the tool bag, especially this, which is supposed to use to check for voltage if it's live or if it's not live. You're gonna need this clean tool specifically. Let me see the name. Non-contact voltage tester. You're gonna need that. The tool bag always has every tool you need within it. That's why I recommend buying it. It has pliers, different type of pliers, different type of screws. They're out there spread on the floor. Sorry about that. The different type of tools, you're gonna have wire strippers. Allows you to cut wires without damaging the inside of it. You're gonna need screwdrivers, obviously, and you're gonna have a safety knife. This is also it's not a wire cutter. There's one in the tool bag, but you're gonna need these as well. You're gonna need a knife to just cave off some of the shell of the wires that you're gonna need for your receptacles, your light bulb, and your plugs. Any one of those. You're gonna need this as well, a multimeter. Your best friend in the on the job site. It's used to test live wires or as well if it's off. If like let's say you shut down a machine and there's still live wires on it, you have to check it before using it because you could get electrocuted. So this is here to check for live volts or anything. It checks volts, amperage, HG, and it's all of the above right here on your multimeter. Teachers and your electrical teachers will always recommend bringing them on your work site. It helps you really to test live volts. It's really there for you. You're gonna need a knockout lock to lock out the. Hold on, give me a second. This is used to basically lock the tool you're working on, like the device you're working on. And they recommend you having your own lock with your name on it, on your tag, so it doesn't get mixed up with other stuff. It is recommended in the code book to always have one. So this is for you. Yeah, that's my video. Sorry. We could also go over the fact why it's needed. As I said, these are all needed on the workplace, as my teacher said. It's for your own safety. It's for your own use. No one's gonna give you their own stuff. They're not gonna let you borrow your own stuff. When you come on a site to work on, you always have to have your tools with you. Name them, mark them, and make sure they know that it belongs to you. Because you're gonna have to go home with it and bring it back to the job sites that are needed. And there you do.